behalf of ABP Desam, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to this extraordinary gathering. From screen to social service, our next speaker inspires and uplifts the society. Please put your hands together for the actress and the change maker, Miss Roopa Koduvayur. Please put your hands together and welcome her, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ma'am. That's, I think, a lot of eyes have, a lot of beauty, a lot of elegance on stage. So I'm sure this session is going to be very interesting. With this, I also invite our moderator, Sharon, to have an insightful conversation with Roopa, ma'am. I know it's lunchtime, guys, but stay tuned. I'm sure you're going to enjoy this session.
Yes, like they say, ladies and gentlemen, we always save the best for the last. So can we give Miss Roopa a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, and welcome to ABP Desam Smart Edu, yes, Conclave right here, 2025 in Hyderabad. And I must tell you that, first of all, whenever, we come across female actors, actresses, we are mind blown, we have the fetish, we are blushing already. So I'm sure in the audience, everybody is looking forward to this discussion. You are not just a talented female actress, you're also a doctor, you're also a classical dancer. So how do you balance all these multiple roles? And then again, does it feel like, it's a dance performance in real life?
Actually, yeah, it sounds pretty hectic like what you said in real life as well. I'm in fields where they demand you 100%, like be it the cinema field, be it the medicine field, they need your complete efforts, and they are fields which not only expect your 100% efforts, but also a great responsibility is vested in both the fields, because producers do invest crores and crores to make the films, and you need the audience to come to the theaters. There's a lot of responsibility being an actor. And as a doctor, obviously everybody knows it's a profession where you need to be really responsible, very attentive, and very precise about your decisions, about your thinking. So more than like, it's pretty hectic. I actually do have the scheduling under, like, whatever I'm gonna do, even if it's just a phone call that I have to make tomorrow, that will be on my phone, that will be on my notepad. It's that scheduled up. Life is much more easy when you schedule it up properly, I think, when you're more organized. And that's how I balance doing both the things at a time. More than all these things, I would say balance is not only about the professional life, it's all about how you balance your personal life as well. Because at a point of time, when I was in London, studying for my lab exams, we call it, to do my further medical studies, MD in UK, I just want to become a medical oncologist in future. So I was in London at that time, and I used to get continuous scripts from all the filmmakers. So this is a script, this is a script. So I was here listening to the stories whenever I had time. But after a point of time, there was a point where I was not able to communicate with my family properly. I was more into this professional space, not communicating with the friends, the family, who are actually wishing and wanting me to excel in whatever I'm doing. So I thought more than balance is also important when it comes to personal life, and you shouldn't create that void, and yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I have learned this art of balancing both the things.
So it's been more of a conscious effort that you've put in. That
absolutely,
you have to take time out. Though you are very much busy in your professional schedule, but you do take time out to make it sure that you are balancing it.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah.
All right, moving on to your next question, I must tell you that many people praised your performance in Uma Maheshwara Ugra Rupasya. especially saying that your eyes remind them of the legendary actress Bhanu Priya Garu. So how does it feel when people, bestow upon you these heartfelt compliments? And I'm sure that you must be on top of the world listening to all this.
I mean, like, people have been telling this to me, like, since my childhood, because I'm a classical dancer, basically. So people used to relate with her easily because of the dance and all. That's a pretty good compliment. I love her work. Who doesn't love Bhanu Priya Garu? She's such a legendary actress, and I think it's like it's about the continuous efforts you keep into a field, and like from Uma Maheshwara, I think even before that I was continuously. It's all about the manifestation and the constant effort and the constant. The consistency is what leads someone to be successful, is what I believe. I think I've been consistent and in keeping my efforts into this field, be it dance. I have this hunger for learning new things every day. Yeah, even after getting into films, I suddenly joined the swimming. I do Kalaripattu. I don't know if many people know that thing. So it's basically a war technique that we used to have in ancient days. So I learned that, and I recently joined this contemporary dance classes. So it's all about updating yourself every time. So it's pretty glad that your efforts are getting recognized with such a good platform. You being launched by makers of Bahubali has launched me in the very first film. And that's a very big thing, right? So obviously it's overwhelming, and it's pretty happy that your efforts are being vested in a right way as well. Yeah.
So I really love the fact that you have shifted, the focus from the eyes to the essence, to the personality, to, like you said, consistency also being very important. So you have put more focus on quality and qualities, virtues, rather than, just the superficial beauty.
That's how it works, because beauty, thank you for the compliment, firstly. I'll not humble it off. But the thing is, I think in the current social media, beauty standards are changing every day. Okay, everybody will question your self-worth in a world of fillers and botox. I'm sorry, I'm not against anything, sorry. But it's about your own choice. But still, people become insecure just because of others' opinions. So we are running in that kind of a world, and cinema field where is a field which demands a lot of glamour, and they expect you to be looking beautiful even when you just wake up. Also, they want you to look beautiful. You're in that kind of a demanding field. So it's more than about. It's more about, like, there are a lot of successful people who did 100 crores films, 50 crores films even before. But we only remember few actors and actresses, like hardly. I think the reason is more than success, it's also about the character. Yeah.
How you're touching the people with that role of yours. Just like, I guess, you had this wonderful role where you had this yellow flower, in the ear, and that was a memorable moment. So, and I think you took the people's hearts there, everybody's hearts, with that, though I should say it was a small role, but it was indeed so captivating. So what do you have to say about that?
I would say a big thank you to the audience. What can I say? But I didn't personally expect the scene to be going that viral. And I remember some people actually recreating the scene in some web series and the small reels as well. They were trying to put some yellow flowers from from the building, and they shot the videos, and some people have sent them to me. So we recreated that scene. That feels very nostalgic, and that feels very like so happy to see the audience receiving it.
And it basically sums up what you just said, that it's not about the number of movies you're doing. It's those captivating moments and the way you're touching people's hearts through your roles. Anything that is significant to them. And moving forward to the next question, which is that we have witnessed that you've always, choose films with upcoming actors. Like in Uma Maheshwara, you were alongside Satyadev, and then also there's this another movie, Sarangapani, Jatakam with Priya Darshi. So is this a conscious effort to work with, you know, these upcoming actors? Or what is your take on this?
Okay, I'm sorry. Actually, this question, I think I have to correct a bit in it. Satyadev is one of the most finest actors that we have in Telugu right now. If you have seen, he's currently working in Bollywood as well. So, yeah, I think he's one of the finest actors we have in South India right now. And by the time I did my first film, Uma Maheshwara, he was already an established actor. And coming to Priyadarshi, he's an amazing actor. Again, one of the finest actors we have in South India. And an actor who has hit, I think, the quote has crossed even 50 crores, I think. Yeah, the most successful film in the recent times. So, yeah. So, both of them are such finest actors and established actors. And I am the new talent over there. They're not the new talent.
We have to reverse the question there. But thank you for giving us the insights, you know, about these. Yeah. So, how
they have chosen,
in fact,
actually,
I'll put the question this way. How was it working with them then?
Okay, then that's fine. It's beautiful working with them because I've got the opportunity to work with, as I've said, two finest actors in the very beginning of my career. So, the thing, sorry. Did I say?
Yeah, regarding, you know, these actors that you have chosen to work alongside.
Yes. So the one unique thing I have seen in both of them is being very knowledgeable and they'll keep themselves updated about the regular general things that are happening in the current world as well. I have asked even recently Darshi I have worked with, I have asked me, why do you do this? So he told me that, see, being an actor, you have to know what's going in the world currently and what kind of trend is happening. So that's how you keep yourself updated. That's how you modify yourself every day. So your inner persona will be reflecting as an actor when you go on screen as well.
Yes, yes.
So it's very great working with such wonderful, intelligent actors on screen. You learn a lot when you work with them.
You also focus on the script coming your way, right?
Yeah, absolutely. See, the reason people are talking about my character Jyoti in Uma Maheshwara even now is because of her character, I think, more than that. Because I remember not having an inch of makeup on my face. The very first day of my shoot was a flash mob sequence, if you all remember. That was an uncut dance of 4.5 minutes. I did it in a single take. So I was sweating literally. The makeup man has put a little makeup on my face. Even that got faded off with all the sweat, and it was raining on that day. So I was very scared inside, how people are going to receive me. Because even, you know, the industry is like more of the glamour and all. So I was actually scared how it's going to work. But trust me, when the film got released on OTT, immediately by midnight, 3 o'clock, people started tweeting, she was magical, she was brilliant, like these tweets started popping up. And I was so happy. The reason this all happened is because of the strong character that I had in the film. It's more than, the Jyoti is like one such girl just like us. She's not like that angelic figure who was just dropped from Mars or some planet onto Earth. So she's that very strong, very straightforward girl who aims for bigger things, because in the film, I live in a very rural area.
Yes.
We shot it in Santari. It's like it's a very rural area. But she runs a tailoring business where she actually teaches tribal girls how to stitch small frocks and chudidas and all to provide them a living. So that's a very rare thing. So that's how she is. Because of that character, I think people got connected to my role in the film a lot. So yeah, I always choose scripts which do have space for me to act, which people can relate with me.
Yes, and like you very beautifully highlighted the fact that you were with minimal makeup then. And I should also compliment you about the latest magazine cover of yours where there is minimal makeup or no makeup look. So I think you really look radiant, you look beautiful with the kind of trend that you're setting. And also it is a very positive message that you're putting across to the youth as to how you embrace your own beauty. So thank you so much for that. And
thank you so much.
yes, now moving forward to your academic background. You know, you have a strong academic background and a creative career. So what advice do you give or do you have for the students here who are trying to find balance between their academic and their passion? So, you know, how do they balance it all out?
Okay. I don't want to say study well, make your parents proud, because you can find all these codes in Google as well, and you all pretty much know about all these things. The one thing I want to say is, whatever you're doing, do it with a lot of confidence, authenticity, and especially, what to say, be kind. In whatever field you are, be kind to the others, because more than balancing your professional life, emotional balance is also really important. You know, currently in India, I'm sorry, I'm bringing my doctor statistics right now into the speech. Currently in India, like out of 10,000 people, 2,500 people are facing mental illness problems these days, which are not being addressed even properly. And I once tried actually dialing these, I think it's high time in India we have to bring a proper websites where we can actually call, where people, when they feel low, sometimes they call this national helplines, when they feel depressed or they feel like ending up their lives or something, they do call these national helplines. Unfortunately, I don't know whether people know this or not. There is not even one proper national line that actually works when we call them. Nothing works. In India, where they keep you on hold and the call ends up abruptly after 15-20 minutes. There is not even one national line which can actually help you when you feel low. That's a very, very bad thing, because India is a very crowded country. And and there are a lot of middle class people over here, because ours is still a developing country, and people are stressing themselves. Currently, the youth, we do have a lot of stresses going on, how to balance our lives with the jobs and professions. There is the pressure for you to upgrade your job titles, upgrade your mark sheets every day. So I'm sorry, I'm not speaking on the balance, because I think everybody pretty much knows how to balance their life, but I want to address this concern because it's high time that I've seen nobody talking about this on a good platform, and I think it's a very good platform to talk about. So be kind to everyone. I think it's high time we as a society have to bring actually some really good platform where we can call a person, we can call some people or a call center where we can express our mental stress and relieve our mental stress, and be kind to people around you, even it's a professional space or a personal space. Kindness doesn't cost you anything, and yeah, I think it's high time we have to grow beyond the mark sheets and these job titles, and rather perceive things which will make your adrenaline levels go high. Let's cherish creativity and awesomeness in that way. Yeah.
Yes, so like you just, focused on the point of mental stability and being kind and the pressure that students face. So how do you cope up with the stress that, that you go through in your own field? And then again, also advise them as to how they would cope up. You just mentioned that, helplines don't really work. So is there any other option that where a person can, himself, herself, treat themselves with whatever best they can? So is there anything that you do to cope up with your stress?
Okay. So I can't say that I'm a person who balances myself really well from the beginning. I can't say that, because I've learned from my experiences. There were points where I felt low. I've hit the rock bottom, because both of the fields, as I said, they're demanding and they want you to upgrade yourself. They want to achieve every other day. They want you to announce a new project. People keep on asking you that. So
that will be my last question. What's your new project?
Come on. It's okay for you to ask it. But the thing is, it's sometimes very pressurizing for the new actors, because not every script, I'm a person who chooses scripts only when I actually relate to the script, only when I like it. I don't do for the sake of numbers, to fill my filmography in Wikipedia. I don't do that. I'm a person who actually picks a script only if I like it, or only if I feel, okay, I'll enjoy the process, because we are here to enjoy and cherish every moment. We have arranged this meeting to share each other's feelings, and it's living in the current moment. So the thing is, I'm sorry, what's your question actually?
About how you cope up with stress.
The cope up with stress, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was stressful in the beginning. So
Yes.
my family and friends have been a great support for coping up with all these things. And at the same time, I started reading books and meditating, obviously. And living in the present. Living in the present is one thing that I've started to practice, and it made a big difference in my life. Even if it may sound silly, but even if I eat my food, I don't use my mobile phone at that time. I enjoy eating my mom. So whatever I do, I
think
enjoy that
that's a
moment.
very good point. I think all of us should also practice it where, I think a lot of people in my life have also mentioned this, that when you're eating your food, please keep your phone aside and concentrate on the food that you're eating, because that's when you'll feel nourished. It will actually go to your body. So that is a very valid point you just mentioned. Again, a point, to make sure that you de-stress yourself, and also, like she said, she needs a family unit. So, another aspect is have people around you who can, guide you, comfort you.
Yeah.
So those are very, essential aspects.
People around me have been very emotionally intelligent. I'm blessed with it. Yeah.
All right. And with that, I'd also like to say that, education, like, that the conclave today here is Smart Ed Conclave, and we are talking about how technology and education are going hand in hand. And when you probably finished with your academics, that time probably technology was not much, but now the students, they are facing this, I should say, a wonderful change wherein technology is going hand in hand, and in fact AI is the future. So what is your take on that?
Of course, there are perspectives, both the pros and cons of the current technology, but it's all about how you're using it for your growth. I think there are people who actually tell negative things about social media, these reels, these videos and stuff, that they hinder your career, hinder your growth and professional space. But I personally, when I got into medicine, actually some person asked me to show my dance videos to them. Since I am a classical dancer from the childhood, when I said this to a friend, they asked me to show my dance video. So actually that one question has changed the entire life of mine. So there was not even single video of mine to show them. Okay, there were only pictures. So I was wondered, till now I didn't have even one memory to show somebody that I can actually dance, how I do. Even for myself, for myself, to look at it, I don't have a video. So then I questioned myself, and I wanted to make a video just for my sake and to show it to my friends, okay, that I can dance this way. So there it all started, and I started making videos. I don't know where to upload the video to save it, and I just uploaded it onto my personal YouTube channel. Okay, so from there, I never ever expected. Every video went viral, and people started complimenting me. And I made a dance on this, the Bahubali's cover song. Okay, and that went really viral, that the makers of the crew and the cast and crew of the Bahubali has texted me that it was absolutely great. Okay, so I mean, like, why am and obviously maybe I don't know.
That's
like
how you use technology.
Yeah, I mean, like a butterfly effect. I don't know. Like, obviously, I got launched by the makers of Bahubali after a year of what this, like, after this. So I think, yeah, when you use it in the right way, social media is a wonderful, wonderful platform. We currently, doctors are using, they are implementing technologies where we can use AI to detect cancer tumors very early.
And
okay,
we have
very
the robotics happening, wherein the robots are
Absolutely.
performing surgeries. It's
Absolutely.
going next level now.
Yeah. The thing is, people think that if a robotic a technique comes into the current generation, the number of doctors that will work will be decreasing, the employment will be decreasing. No, you can see it in the other way. Sometimes they work more precisely. They can see beyond the human eye. So we can work hand in hand with them. We can create much more greater space, like more than especially AI you have mentioned, like the recently a lady who has actually family history of breast cancer. She has been detected with a cancer tumor. Even it's not in the in situ stage. In situ stage means, I'm sorry, I'm using the medical jargons. Okay, sorry. It's not even the very. It's not even turned into the so-called malignant phase yet. Yeah. So this thing, when we hear these things, and even the heart blocks, a lot of things have been happening with the AI. Instead of, I've seen, whenever I open Instagram, I actually see more of these cat AI videos. Have you ever seen such videos? I don't know if everybody has seen this. Okay, instead of those things, I think we can use this technology in much
I think a lot of our speakers who came here, they've been focusing on that aspect, that when you take out your phone, instead of looking at Instagram or YouTube, try to learn something from, the technology, try to learn something from TED or from any other
absolutely,
platform as such.
There are people who are using AI and just editing your faces. I mean, like editing videos. I've actually have a friend who did that, and now he's working as an editor for a film right now on the VFX department. That's how they're using the technology. I think it's all about how you update yourself, how you use the technology for your personal growth, rather than approaching ChatGPT to get your entire things done and entire portfolio to be formed by it. You also, you use it for we in India, we have not been exposed to greater vocabulary and greater English speaking skills. I'm not putting down anybody, but the thing is, when compared to the other countries, we are lacking a bit, because when I went to London, I got to know about all these things. We are a bit lacking in such kind of a knowledge. So we can use these technologies to update ourselves, to learn better things, and to how to present ourselves when we go out. So it's all about using the technology in the right way, and yeah.
All right, I think before we leave, just two more questions. One is any quick tips that you'd like to give to the students here who would like to pursue both academics and creative arts, or the field of acting, or be it dance or any such creative field. So what tips would you give them if they would want to pursue both?
Want to pursue both? Okay. Is there anybody really that want to pursue both? Anybody interested in that?
Is there anybody who is, looking forward to probably being a classical dancer like her, or probably an actor, or at the same time an entrepreneur? Anybody here? Entrepreneur, I think there was only one or two, hands being raised that time. So anybody who would like to pursue any other profession for that matter?
Okay, let's not
hand
make
in
them
hand.
uncomfortable.
I think we're putting too much pressure on them.
They're getting pressurized. I can see on your faces. Okay, don't get worried. But whatever you're gonna do, just believe one thing. Society is going to tell a lot of things, especially for girls. Set your boundaries. Wherever you go, whatever you're going to do, never ever let anybody shatter or question your self-worth or self-respect, even if it's your parents or brother, sister, or friends, or anybody. Okay? So that's going to set your standards in whatever you're going to do, firstly. And when you want to pursue a lot of things in your life, because why we need to stick to one thing when we can do a lot of things? We should have that, there are a lot of doctors who suddenly gives a break to their career, and they go and learn skydiving and this scuba diving, and they master in it. There is this PADI scuba, if you haven't heard about it. They go pursue for it for a couple of years, and they come back and they again start their careers. That's how it works. There is no written things in the books that you have to pursue. If you're an engineer, you have to stick to it. There is nothing written like that. You enjoy, do whatever you like to do. Don't listen to somebody. If somebody is telling that you can't do it, trust me, you definitely, people can't see what you're seeing in your mind. If they're questioning your dream, then definitely you're dreaming high. Go pursue it. But only thing is, don't just dream. Do work for it. That's how big things has happened. Big people are standing today very high, talking to us. So it's all about you keeping efforts and believing in yourself. Yeah, and Yeah.
So like you said, there is no pattern to it. Just go ahead, follow your heart, follow your mind. Whether even if you're doing engineering and you would want to, pursue acting, just go for it. Follow your heart basically.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
because even me, when started doing all these things, they were my family. Even until my film I got an award for my first film. So until then, people kept on questioning, "You are a medico. Why you want to go into the cinema, and why you want to put yourself in this stress situation?" Because we have a lot of notions and speculations about this glamour industry, especially when it comes to the Telugu people. It's a beautiful industry. It's a very healthy industry. It's all about how you carry yourself, whatever the field is. It's all about how you carry yourself, how you, like as I've said, how you set your boundaries, how you stand for your self-respect and self-worth. So it's all about that. I've never ever listened to anybody. I only explained what I wanted to become, what I want to do to my parents, because they are the persons that will be responsible if something goes wrong. Okay, so I've only answered them, nobody else. Okay,
That's a beautiful mindset. So.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking to us. And one last question, like you've always been asked everywhere, tell us about your future projects, especially if there's anything that can inspire the youth, the young generation.
Definitely. The thing is, I don't know if many of you know that or not, because since you're all Telugu people, there is a film called Yamagataki that is streaming on Aha Tamil right now. So that's a female-centric film. And why I'm taking the name is, like you can all watch it, especially the girls, you will love it. It's about a girl of high stubbornity about her decisions, and I think there are a lot of stubborn girls who are wanting to achieve great things in your life, and you're all here for that, I think. Yeah, you'll love the film, and especially there is a project that's coming up with Karthik Subbarat sir. I don't know if the retro filmmakers. So a film is coming up with them soon. So it's a Sri Lankan war backdrop film. So you'll see a very new Roopa in the project. Yeah.
So you have your hands full, and at the same time, you also have to balance, your personal life, your professional life, and plus, like I mentioned before, she's also a talented classical dancer, so there is so much on her plate already, and thank you so much for talking to us, sharing your valuable thoughts with us, and also bringing in, the technology in, your life, and how you coped up with, things at hand wherein, you didn't know how to share your videos, so that's how technology came in, and it also gave you a big break. So thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you so much for having me here. And the lastly, I would say, don't hustle, try to heal people around you. I mean, like mentally heal, not the medical healing. Leave it for me, okay? Chalo, bye, thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. May I now request Mr. Sunil Goswami, Editor, Digital Videos, ABP Network, to please come on stage and thank Roopa ma'am for her time and presence today. An ode to beauty and elegance with brains, ladies and gentlemen. Please give her a huge round of applause.
Thank you.